we're to find the area of this triangle, and if you recall from earlier years of math, you may remember that the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. Now keep in mind that the base and height need to be perpendicular to each other, so this 13 and that side down there, that is not the base and the height, they're not perpendicular. Instead, the height right here is what we need to find. Now, we don't know it, so rather than just give up and say I can't do it, we can actually use Pythagorean Theorem to find that missing height. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is actually ignore this part of the diagram for right now and just worry about this right triangle right here. We know that C is going to be the hypotenuse, that's the side across from the right angle, so let's set up our Pythagorean theorem to find that missing side. So I'm going to say h squared, which is the height squared, not hypotenuse squared, plus 5 squared, which is this piece down here, is equal to 13 squared. So let's go ahead and solve that. I'll have h squared plus 25 is equal to 169. If I subtract 25 from both sides, I get h squared is equal to 144. And then, as you guys know, that's not the height. We still need to do the square root to get h by itself. If you look back, they said to round our answer, so if we needed to use decimals, we could go ahead and do it. Hopefully, though, you guys have recognized that 144 is a perfect square, and so the height is just going to be exactly 12. We don't need to do any rounding, and because it's a story problem, I'll label that, and it looks like we're working in meters, so the height is 12 meters. Now, don't forget what you're trying to do, though, in this problem. We weren't trying to find the height. That was just a sidetrack we sort of had to take in order to help us find the area of this triangle. And so what I'm going to do is go back, and I need to look at this entire triangle again. So I'm looking at the big overall triangle because that's the area I want to find. I know the height of it is now 12, and I can see that the base of this triangle, if I look at, again, the entire triangle, the base of this is 10 meters. So using this information, we should be able to find its area. The formula was 1/2 times the base, which we said was 10, and then the height, which we had to use Pythagorean theorem to find, we knew that to be 12. Multiplying that together gets us an area of 60. Now, again, since it's a story problem, we want to make sure we're labeling our answer. Area is always measured in things like meters squared or centimeters squared or whatever. So in this case, we end up with an area of the overall triangle of 60 meters squared.